The president-elect Trump made via a pajama-clad Mika this morning about let it be an arms race with Russia, presumably. How do you think U.S. allies are going to respond to that?
With some measure of concern, not just allies, but countries like Russia and China. And in fact, on the other morning shows, the newly minted incoming White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer spent an enormous amount of time trying to disarm those comments, trying to roll that back, saying, we're not talking about Russia. We're not even specifically talking about China. We're talking about other nuclear powers broadly written. They're going to watch to see also whether this turns into actual policymaking come January 20th, because we don't know what's going to happen. And finally, they're going to reach out to people that they already know in Washington, D.C., for reassurance, whether that's inside the administration or Republican foreign policy notables like Condoleezza Rice, like Steve Hadley, like Bob Gates.
You talk to a lot of lawmakers and policymakers who are rather hawkish on Russia. What do they make of all of this?
Well, they think that the bromance between Trump and Putin is actually pretty fragile. They're predicting that it won't last long, that when Trump actually tries to implement this new relationship with Russia, he's going to run into trouble, and he's going to discover, like most of them believe, that the U.S. and Russia actually don't have aligned interests, that what you're going to have to give Putin to get what you want is going to be too much, and that Donald Trump will not want to be on the losing end of a bad deal. So they're hoping that, you know, things like this, where Trump reacts badly and tweets something at Putin, could be the beginning of a crack in the relationship, and hopefully it won't last.
I don't know, or maybe this is conspiratorial. You know, one of them is waiting for the other to give them the rose, that this is kind of, you know, they're kind of doing a dating dance as part of their bromance. That's what this is about. Or maybe to give the more macho example, they're trying to kind of see where the other one is, kind of in a ring, in a boxing ring. So you know.
I think that's right. I think also every president tries to reset the relationship with Russia. George W. Bush did it. President Obama did it. They all failed, and there's a reason. And it's because what Mitch McConnell said, which is the consensus view in Washington, that Russia's really not our friend.
That's true.
But remember, the other part of the Trump statement about that nice letter where Putin said, I will be your ally in the war on Christmas. The final part of that statement says, let's hope that we can do this, then we don't have to take another path.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's a veiled threat.
He didn't need to add that last bit.
Right.
That suggests, like, yes, we're friends now, but like, I have other options.
And just for everybody at home, Putin didn't actually say, I will be your ally on the war on Christmas. That was just Olivier's puckish sense of humor. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah to you guys.